have to
Only a
understand the
shirt that
reference.
people who watch podcasts gonna know about. Everybody else gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Fuck it, man. Let's sell candles of our dicks with like our personal thing.
I don't think we're famous enough to do that.
Yeah, man, but that'll get us famous. Like, yo,
Well, I
these
was
dudes
gonna
are selling dick
It's
candles.
crazy.
Well,
This dude's gay.
I guess you can still be super famous and still be wanting to smell or sell your smells. I don't
Man,
know.
I will mold my dick tomorrow if need be. Okay, just letting you know.
People are gonna buy it.
Our like
I mean,
tagline is gonna be like, "What? Gwyneth Paltrow did it."
What?
Or,
it worked for her.
Squad Pod. Squad Pod.
Hey everyone, welcome to Squad Pod, episode 56. I think we're on. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Really helps us out as always. If you're listening in on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and stuff, head over to the YouTube channel. Check out what we all got going on.
lots of content.
Five
Lots of
stars or
content.
bust.
Dude, always. So Alex,
Always.
what do you got for us?
All right, man. I'm gonna lead in. Did you guys see about Tony Hawk's skateboard he's coming out with?
I did. Yeah.
I think Wide sent it to us.
I did
you
not
read it?
see this. What?
Oh.
I must not have read it.
That's okay. So basically, Tony Hawk has partnered with Liquid Death. They're like a canned water company.
Yeah, okay.
And they're coming out with a skateboard that's got his blood in the paint. Like he gave him a vial of his blood, and they mixed it into the paint of the board.
I saw the headline, but I didn't read any more than that. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a fine design. It's kind of cool. I actually
like the picture on the board is like it looks like him holding the board, or like, and then his head is like the can of Liquid Death or whatever. It looks ridiculous.
and it's all like red. I actually have a
And it looks like a bunch of blood on there and stuff. But yeah,
mine has
this is
any
the blood
blood in it.
board.
So when Lil Nas does it, it's an uproar, but when Tony Hawk
Which
does it,
was kind of my next thing. Like Lil Nas kind of got the short end of the stick here, you know. Like
he kind of opened the
people were
doors. And now it's
pissed.
cool.
Yeah.
People were pissed when Lil Nas did it, and I think that's unfair, man.
I mean,
you think because it's rap music and the video was attached, which was very like demonic themed and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it had a lot to do with like the Satan stuff too.
Yeah, but the shoes, dude, just had like the shoes were not dependent on the video. They were their own thing. It just happened to come out around the same time. Like, I don't know. You think it's because Lil Nas makes rap music and Tony Hawk's more of like a wholesome like sports figure that they didn't freak out as much?
Well, yeah,
just opinion.
He is a punk ass skateboarder, you know. Like
he is the least punk ass skateboarder I've
I know.
They sold out in like an hour apparently of the board. It was like they're selling them for $500, and just the deck, and that shit sold out in an hour.
Lil Nas X shoes did too. Just off the shelves, dude.
Well,
I just think it's interesting.
I wouldn't buy it for the blood, you know. Like the whole blood thing to me, it doesn't bother me, but it also doesn't interest me at all. You know, like that to me is like.
See that board? There's a piece of Tony Hawk in that board.
See, I kind of get that.
Okay.
Like, there's a piece of him in there. There's some of Tony Hawk.
One day I'm gonna be a famous scientist, and I'm gonna scrape a little bit of that paint, and I'm gonna clone Tony Hawk.
It's like getting like a game worn jersey or something. Like his sweat is in that shit, you know.
They sell them bitches, bro. I see them like every now and then. I get ads because I'm like, I don't know if you get them because you're a Steelers fan. I get ads on Facebook for like the Eagles shop, pro shop, and they have game worn shit.
Oh yeah,
advertised. Like they have like
practice worn,
a wristband written like in from a game selling for like $200. I'm like, and it's like just dirty as shit. They have like fucking pants. You could like game worn pants you can buy. I'm like, why would I want that? Jerseys maybe, yeah, or gloves I can see, but
I would much rather a signed something than a game worn something.
Yeah,
at least the jersey, you know, would have their name and number on it. But like the pants, like anytime if you had a pair of pants hanging on the wall, you'd have to explain that story. You know,
every time.
If you had a ratty old jersey on it, someone could look at it and be like, "Oh, hey, that's probably a game worn jersy."
Yeah,
but like a wristband or pants, like you'd have to explain that story. Like, dude, why you got a shitty pair of wristbands on your wall here?
What's with them dirty ass football pants up on your wall? Well, yeah, man.
No, it's cool. I mean, Tony Hawk is just doing everything now. Like I've seen him pop up so much lately, and I don't know if that's like an algorithm thing because I've clicked on a lot of it and it's just showing up. But I feel like he's been everywhere lately.
I got a signed picture of him up here. It's him and Steve-O. They're doing a wall ride together, and they were selling it for like for like a charity, and they posted it like they did the wall ride picture, and then they signed every single copy, and then they sold them on their websites for like $30. I paid
Oh.
$30, and they got gave me a signed photo of it's both Steve-O and Tony Hawk.
That's
But
a
yeah,
deal.
$30. And then
I have
they
a,
did
signed
another one
skateboard.
with Jack Black. Jack Black did it too.
Huh.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I would have got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They
Steve
have a
and
couple.
Tony
attention.
Hawk,
They keep
man.
doing it every now and then.
I actually think it's a kind of a and going back to the thing, I think it's a weird move for Tony Hawk. Like blood doesn't like Steve-O it would make more sense
Yeah.
to make like a skateboard with
Yeah.
blood. Like Tony Hawk, not as much.
I
sense
could see
for me.
Steve-O putting his blood in like his hot sauce or something, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, the hot sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, like something weird. Speaking of weird celebrity products, that's kind of where I want to go with this. I have a list of weird celebrity products, and I have
Okay.
like multiple choice answers. I want to see if you guys can guess some of these.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just picked a random few I found on the internet. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I have 7 of them.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And if you win, I'll buy you one. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
All right. Let's keep on the
Vernon
blood
picked the
train.
wrong night to be out here. He just gave me and Wyatt a 50-50 chance of winning this.
Yeah. I don't
No,
know
some
what
of these are crazy expensive, and I'll give a little backstory to all of them.
Okay.
So let's stick on the blood theme. There was a Marvel comic written about this, and their blood was in it, in the ink, in the Marvel comic.
Ooh.
And the 3 choices are LeBron James, Eminem, and Kiss. You can talk amongst each other or just guess. I don't care.
Okay, I mean,
I think it
instant-
was Kiss.
I was gonna say instantly. I think Kiss, but I mean,
The final answer? I'll just let you guys.
I'm gonna
collaborate.
say Kiss. It sounds like a Kiss thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kiss, man.
It was Kiss. It was back in the 70s, 80s, 70s.
Oh wow, that's crazy. They did that in the 70s.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it sells for now. If anybody watching is interested in buying it, I found a $35 copy, and then I found a graded copy that was $2,750.
Ooh,
So,
okay,
so a gamut there.
you
That's
could probably
pretty
buy
crazy.
that $35 copy, even if it's like a low
Get it
grade.
graded.
That's gonna up the value. Like,
Eventually, I thought
I
that
never heard about that.
yeah,
That's crazy.
the ink is mixed with their blood.
it
That
Which,
makes
by the
sense.
way,
Like,
and I'm getting off the blood thing, but apparently Lil Nas X's shoes aren't actually his blood. It's
Really?
It's done by somebody. I'd have to read more into it, but it was like this art community something, but it's not actually his blood. Where Tony Hawk's is actually
Yeah,
Is
they
it
showed that
anyone's
video.
blood?
it's somebody's
well,
blood.
then what's it matter?
I don't think it was little. I'd have to do more research into
Yeah,
it. Like,
Tony
maybe it
Hawk
was
had a video of him getting the
yeah,
blood
yeah.
taken and mixed in with the paint and stuff.
Yeah, there's
Like-
something weird about Little Nas's though.
If it's not Lil Nas's blood on his shoes and it's
Who
someone
cares?
else's blood, like
Who cares?
Why
I don't
do you
want
use
some
real blood?
Randy's blood.
Randy's
just use
blood.
fake blood at that point. Just say it's your blood. Why you stealing other people's blood?
All right, so
Weird.
next one was a line of top of the line steaks, and they sold for $199 to $999.
Oh my god.
For
Was
a
it
pack.
Wagyu?
No,
Oh.
these are all celebrity endorsed.
No, I meant like the
Everything's
type of
celebrity.
steak.
Oh, I have no idea. I'll actually get into a little more into the backstory,
Okay.
but I want you to guess first.
Okay.
So we have Dan Aykroyd, Ted Nugent, or Donald Trump.
I feel like I remember hearing about Trump steaks.
Feel like I was gonna roll with Trump too.
I feel like I remember hearing about Trump steaks.
I know Dan Aykroyd's famous product already, so I know it's not him. Unless
So-
he has one that I don't know about. But
So 2 for 2.
Okay.
It was Trump.
I
It
remember
lasted
Trump.
for 2 months before it was discontinued. They were called just Trump steaks, and the tagline was "the world's greatest steaks."
did they
And I just-
have like Trump like branded into the steak, like the name?
I
Like when you
never
get
saw-
it, it's just branded. It just says Trump.
the box
There's like
was
pre-made
black.
grill marks that say Trump
is.
on it.
Yeah.
Apparently, they
Yeah.
weren't very good because it lasted for 2 months.
Oh
But
my
I could
God.
just so imagine his like saying, "Be like the world's greatest steaks."
They're huge and they're like 6 ounces.
Huge. Best steaks in the world.
Dude, it was 199 to 999.
Yeah,
that's-
that's crazy.
That's why I asked if it was Wagyu, because like you can buy really expensive steaks right now online, but like not Mm,
2 months.
I know. Before we go to the next one, Dan Aykroyd, he has like a fucking vodka. It's called Crystal Head Vodka, and it comes in this big
Pretty
skull.
good, actually. I've had
It's
it.
it's an actual like crystal skull. It comes in. I've never had it before.
I've had it. It's
But it looks
actually fairly good, but you should watch some videos because that dude lost his fucking mind.
Oh,
making
he's
that.
huge on like aliens and shit.
Oh
dude.
my god, dude! He's talking about like watch his like promotional video for it. He's like talking about crazy shit, dude. Like you're like, what are you?
That's what he does now. He's all pretty much
Ugh.
retired.
Funny dude, but losing his mind.
Yeah.
We'll actually stick to the alcohol that you're talking about. It's not Dan Aykroyd. He's not in it. This is a brand of absinthe, and it's been rated a 90% on Wine Enthusiast. So probably a pretty
Ooh.
good brand of absinthe.
Okay.
And the choices here are the artist formerly known as Prince, Jason Biggs, or Marilyn Manson.
Jason Biggs.
I feel like
Interesting.
Jason Biggs does not belong in this.
Yeah, that's an odd name to throw in a list.
But
Kind of suspicious that I
I
think
know,
it
I
could be
was just
Jason
gonna
Biggs.
Jason Biggs.
I could see either Prince or Marilyn Manson being involved in that.
I just need a final answer.
I'm gonna go with,
I'll go with Marilyn Manson.
I'll say Prince just to be
All right. Well, Wyatt is 3 for 3.
Damn it.
It was Marilyn Manson. And it ranges currently. You can buy it $70 to $125. It looked like the $125 one came with like packaging and shit.
for a 90
okay.
out of 100 rated wine. Not even
90
bad.
out of 100 rated wine. And it's called Mansoneth,
Manson.
which is a
Mansoneth.
stupid name. I thought that was a stupid.
I know Slipknot has their own whiskey that they came out with, but I'm not like a big whiskey guy.
I'm
But it's
not a
called like
whiskey
number 9 because there's 9 of them
Yeah.
or whatever. It looks pretty cool.
I did
but
Snoop Dogg
not big
a
on
few of
whiskey.
them. I just
Yeah.
thought that was funny because of the name Manson.
Mansoneth.
All right, I think Wyatt's going to get this one fairly easy, but I was expecting more of us. This is a fighting style video game you can buy for $3 to $94 currently. The options are Arnold Schwarzenegger, Shaq, or Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, yeah, I know what it
$3
is.
to $94.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of a range.
You
for a
want to
video
guess,
game.
Evan?
I know Wyatt probably knows.
You know this one, Wyatt?
I think I know what it is.
What were the choices? Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lindsay Lohan, and
Shaq.
Shaq. Oh, man,
Video
could s-
game.
I could see them all for some reason being a video game. I'm gonna go Shaq.
Wyatt.
Wait a minute. What was that? There was a video game. One of them's in a video game,
They're all
or what was the actual? They're all in the
vid-
video game.
No. There is a fighter style, like Street Fighter video game.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
one of these characters are in. That it's based around them.
I feel like
Shaq,
Arnold Schwarzenegger's
Lindsay
the
Lohan or Arnold Schwarzenegger.
obvious answer. So
Oh, yeah.
And not a fictional character of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I was gonna say Shaq.
I'm saying
It is
Shaq.
Shaq.
Yeah.
It's Shaq.
Yeah.
You guys
Shaq
are right.
Fu.
Don't second guess yourself. It
All
is Shaq. It's Shaq Fu. It's pretty notorious. It's actually rated one of the worst video games of all time.
Sounds
Apparently,
about
it's
right.
fucking terrible.
Shaq Fu.
All right. I saved the best 2 for last, but we have 3 more.
There's better ones.
We had, huh?
So there's better ones.
Oh man, the last 2 are pretty funny to me. So we have a $200 energy drink. This
Oh my
one's
gosh.
pretty generic. It's discontinued. That's why it's $200 to buy
Okay.
it now.
Yeah.
It's an energy drink just called Lightning Bolt. That's it. The most generic name ever.
Lightning bolt.
And the things are Mickey Rourke, Steven Seagal, and Sylvester Stallone.
I think it's either Sylvester Stallone or Steven Seagal.
I can't see. I don't know. I feel like Sylvester Stallone being in the energy drink game.
I feel like I would have heard about it.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone. I don't know a
Like,
lot about Steven
and I feel like
Seagal.
if it was Sylvester Stallone, they would have somehow incorporated Rocky or something into it.
Oh yeah, Rambo or something.
Like,
Not just lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
That's some cheesy
Mickey
shit. that, like,
Rourke.
Steven
Mickey
Seagal
Rourke
would probably
played Whiplash in Iron Man 2.
say when the drink came out.
I don't have that information. I'm sure.
Okay. If it was pre-Iron Man.
I'm sure he has that
Uh,
information, just not
I just don't
doesn't
have
want
it
to furnish
here.
it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about.
I don't
the
know
other
much.
two. So
You got a 30% chance, 33% chance.
I'm gonna say it's not Sylvester Stallone. So I'm gonna
I'll go with old Seagull.
I'm gonna hop on Wide's answer here because that was
All right,
even a
you guys are
relevant
doing pretty well. It is Steven Seagal.
Okay.
Hey, nice.
But
He has
my
his own
only
energy drink.
not anymore. It's discontinued. Also,
Oh.
my interesting fact on this one though is actually about a different product, which isn't a cancer, but Sylvester Stallone does have a product. It is high protein yogurt.
See
It's
that
called
I would have been like,
Stallone's protein.
I would have.
Yeah, I think I might have got that one.
Said Sylvester Stallone on that one. Okay.
All right, these are my favorite, and I think you guys might know about the last one, but I'll save it for last still.
Okay.
So this is a prepaid credit card
God.
you can buy with the likeness of these people on it. Okay.
Okay.
It is either the Kardashians, the Jersey Shore, or the Wayans brothers.
I feel like it'd be the Kardashians.
It all sounds
That'd be-
stupid. Who cares about who's on the
So
card?
stupid. Oh, it gets better when I give the facts.
Oh my god. What?
I think I'm sticking with Kardashians.
Yeah. I think
All
I'm
right.
gonna go with the Kardashians too. I mean, my second guess would be Jersey Shore, but I'm gonna.
Well,
say
you are
Kardashians.
again right because it's called the
Hey.
Kardashian card. spelled
Kardashian
Ks,
card.
all K's.
Oh, okay, like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Also, it cost $100 to get. You had to pay $100 for it. It cost $1.50 each time you pulled money out. And granted, this is a prepaid card.
So wait,
You put the money on it.
it's $100 plus the
To
money
get
you
it.
put on it.
Yeah. To get it, it's $100. And but always a good side
And
of
then
everything.
they make money every time you take your money out.
So-
$1.50 every time you take money out.
Why don't you just go to a bank, get a free account, and then get the debit card where you can just put the picture on it of yourself?
Because
it's probably copyrighted.
Because
Yeah.
the best part, man, is the pic is of Kim, Chloe, and Courtney, and again, all spelled with K's, which I just learned today that all their names are spelled with K's.
They're all K.
They're all. It's a big family of KKs, apparently.
KK.
Like,
So
I
it's
didn't
the
know.
KKK card.
Yeah. It's the Kim, Chloe.
I feel
Courtney.
like someone should have
I
thought this
feel
one
like
through.
that's probably why it might not be around any longer. They didn't think about this. And they released an advertisement saying, get your own KKK card. And you're like, I don't know what this means. Why are the Kardashians?
Some guy in
bunch
the
of white
marketing department is
supremacists buying
pleading
it.
that they don't release this.
Hell yeah, I didn't know the Kardashians on our side.
Yeah.
I'm definitely buying their card. I'm supporting them.
No wonder Lamar Odom always cheats on the one. Anyways, I thought that was hilarious. I thought
Oh
it
my
was the
God.
bigger thing. They charge you $1.50 for a prepaid card.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not gaining any interest on this shit. What are you
that's
talking
ridiculous.
about?
Like
Scam.
there are some practical uses for a prepaid card, like if you're traveling
sure.
or like if you're just trying to do a one-time purchase and you keep getting hit with debit card fraud, that's fine. But like
Sure.
$1.50 a use, and this is a card I'm assuming you reload it. Like that's what I'm
Yep.
assuming it was for.
I have a buddy, and just to go off, I have a buddy who goes to Disney once or twice a year,
Mhm.
and to pay for his things, he buys from Sam's Club, Walmart, wherever, Disney prepaid cards because he saves for every like $100 he buys, he saves like $10. So he's
Mhm.
like, by the time I pay everything off, I saved hundreds of dollars because he buys these debit cards, these preloaded debit cards, saves the $10. But you have to understand, he spends thousands of dollars. So he's like, yeah, man, I saved, $130, $200 or whatever I got to do, just smart,
Hey.
cool, awesome. And then he just pays it with the debit card. All right, last one. You might know this one, but it's still the most ridiculous celebrity endorsed thing I could think of. This is a candle for $75 that smells like their vagina.
I did hear about this one. This was pretty
I-
famous.
I don't tell me the
You
choices.
got Paris Hilton, Sarah Palin, or Gwyneth Paltrow?
Sarah Palin.
Sweet smell of Alaska.
Sweet smell of Alaska.
I don't know this one. And why you know this one? I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was the last one? Whatever. What was it?
I
Gwyneth
was gonna say
Paltrow.
don't tell me. I
Paltrow.
was gonna.
Oh, my
Gwyneth
bad.
Paltrow.
Sorry.
That's all right.
The craziest thing is when I brought this up to Marissa, she's like, "Oh, it's some porn star," and I was like, "No, it's just some actress." And she was and unfortunately, I had to do a little research on this candle today.
Pretty famous actress.
Pretty famous actress. She's an Iron Man, right?
Yeah, she's in the Marvel universe.
Yeah. She's an Iron Man. She's Pepper Potts in Iron Man.
Mhm.
But Marissa was like, "Oh," she's like, "Okay, I guess she's selling sex. She doesn't seem like that person." I was like, "No. She's not selling it as a sexy thing. She's selling it as like a health thing. Like, hey, my pH balance in my vagina is great, and you need
this
to.
Is
it will help
should
you.
Be striving for.
It'll help you." Which I thought was
product.
ridiculous.
That's
like,
crazy product.
What? But that's it.
That's,
That's all I
She
got.
must have had like a real team behind there. It was like, that's a fantastic idea.
Dude, I don't think it's.
They had to run that process through like multiple people to sell that. Like that's crazy.
It's not. I don't even think it's the only vagina-centered thing on her website. And
I'm sure it's not the only like vagina-centered thing out there as well.
But it's just like if I would have told you, like if I'd have sat here and been like Jenna Jameson and Mia Khalifa, like you'd be like, all right, they're porn stars. I kind of get it, like I could see the not market for me, but I could see the market, And
the candle would actually be shaped like
her vagina. Yeah. It would burn in. Like I could see that, but like Gwyneth Paltrow is just like a weird, like off the wall fucking person.
Like what's the chances of like an A-list celebrity just being like, I'm gonna sell candle with the scent of my vagina on it? Like,
it's definitely more appealing than like Sylvester Stallone's coming out with a candle that smells like his dick.
It is. But I'd buy that too. Is this like Rocky 3 dick or like Rambo dick?
Oh.
How sweaty are you?
There's different tiers. It's a whole line of it.
Yeah, apparently she got sued over this candle too, by the way.
She got
sued.
Well, by the state of California, I guess you're not allowed to put excrements of your vagina into things.
Oh, so it had like
I think the original did.
It wasn't just like
I don't even know how you would like do that. Like how would you even like what's the process of getting the smell? Like how would you capture the smell?
Secretion, man. Just like
vagina
secrete, man. That's what
I know, but I like when you put it that way, it just sounds so crass. It just sounds so gross.
Yeah, it was a vagina scented candle. I don't know how to not be crass about it.
I mean like
her beauty juice,
the way you just like described it, secrete. It just doesn't sound like a good word. I know that's what it is. It's just a gross word.
Her fucking love juice. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better than her secretion.
It's her femininity, okay?
It's her femininity in a candle. But apparently the original run, as much research as at the very little research I did, she got sued because it was in there. And they said, wait, you can't do this.
That's some kind of health concern, man.
Wait, so we can put blood in a pair of shoes, but we can't put vaginal smells in a candle?
I'm sure Tony Hawk's clean. He probably got tested.
There's no AIDS in the skateboard. Are we sure?
That's a good point to bring it back.
Are we sure of this? I mean,
that's a good point. And it said California specifically. Maybe it's a California thing.
Maybe. But I think with candles as well, you're burning it and you're like, the smell's coming up. So you're inhaling it as well. Skateboard, you just ride it down. You're not licking the skateboard, eating the paint chips.
But what if you get like a splinter and the
paint goes in your
finger?
I think the AIDS would be dead.
You probably.
I mean, the vagina secretion would be dead too, but
yeah, I'm sure she would have to get tested too.
Don't you have to like melt the wax down? Like, I'm sure by the time this is like.
Listen, out of all this conversation, I want the Sylvester Stallone dick candle.
Yeah, I mean.
I want him to burn that.
Shaped like his dick too, with the wick coming out the top.
Yeah.
So it just burns down.
Fucking pair of rock. I want
down
like
to the balls.
The combat, like the Rocky or the Rambo combat chain around it too.
Or box of gloves hanging off.
Yeah, like draped over its shoulder, like its shaft. Genius. Fucking
Oh
genius,
my
dude.
god. I mean,
See, that's a T-shirt we can make. A fake Sylvester
Big old
Stallone dick
dick on it.
candle with like boxing gloves around it, like the Rocky dick candle, Rambo dick candle.
it'll just have to be a candle with like a boxing glove on it. You just have to
only a
understand the
shirt that
reference.
people who watch podcasts gonna know about. Everybody else gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Fuck it, man. Let's sell candles of our dicks with like our personal thing.
I don't think we're famous enough to do that.
Yeah, man, but that'll get us famous. Like, yo,
Well, I
these
was
dudes
gonna
are selling dick
It's
candles.
crazy.
Well,
This is great.
I guess you can still be super famous and still be wanting to smell or sell your smells. I
Man,
don't know.
I will mold my dick tomorrow if need be. Okay, just letting you know.
People are gonna buy it.
Our like
I mean,
tagline's gonna be like, "What? Gwyneth Paltrow did it."
What?
Or,
it worked for her. Well, not
worked
for
for her.
long. Well, is
Yeah,
it still for sale though?
It is for sale still. You can buy it. It's $75 if you want the vagina candle
That is
listeners.
such a stupid amount for a candle too.
Oh yeah. They're
I
all
mean, is it a
stupid
big
am-
candle?
I didn't really super look at the
Is
size.
it at least a 3-wick candle?
I don't think so. I think it's a 1-wick candle.
Oh, come
but
on.
Do your 3-wick candles got vagina in them?
I don't know, but they sure probably got like eucalyptus or pine or something.
Bro, you got a loose candle. She can't fit 3 wicks in her vagina candle, okay?
I don't know.
There's too many wicks, okay? She can't take that many wicks at the same time.
You want to have that? That's like $200.
That's
3-wick candle.
the premium candle. Yeah,
That one
that's-
you're gonna need the Jenna Jameson or the Mia Khalifa candle,
Yeah.
right? That one is the 3-wick candle.
You know, I forget the person's name, but I thought where that was going. It was the girl who sold her bathwater or something. I forget,
Yeah, I thought
I forget her
Bella
name.
Delphine. Bella Delphine.
Yeah,
Really? Yeah, that wasn't like an actual like product. I mean,
yeah.
you could buy it from her, but like these products that I named were like mass
Yeah.
marketed products. Like everybody in America could buy them, you know.
Yeah. That's wild.
Some of them are still available, man, to this day. So go for it. Out of all those products, what would you buy?
The skateboard that we first talked about. Honestly,
I buy Shaq Fu or the Marvel comic.
yeah. I mean, if it's only
Yeah.
$3 to $90-something, you know, I mean, get the $3 version.
Yeah, the 91 was like a box set. Like a box of it.
Box set of Shaq Fu.
No, it was like
Did it come
man,
with like a statue or something?
No, not a box set. Like it was still in its original box.
Oh,
And
okay, I got you.
you know, it's really hard to find like any. It was an older game, like an NES game, so like it's hard to
okay.
because they were just made out of cardboard, so it's hard to find games like that anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody saved that shit. Have you
Everyone
ever?
threw away the boxes.
I have never in my life seen a collection of NES games like from a friend's house that still had the boxes. Like you just
Yeah.
had like NES games, like just stacked up. Sega
Yeah.
games just stacked up.
Everyone
You
threw
know?
away the boxes.
Even Game Boy games, you know, like you just had them. You didn't
Can you
have.
imagine
Oh, I
just
kept
getting
my- I
games
like to
for
keep
like
my
your
boxes.
PS4?
Do you
and just
have them
keeping
still?
your discs?
I don't have a lot of them. I do have my original Heart Gold, my Heart Gold box, which actually,
Yeah.
if it was sealed, it would
Yeah.
actually be worth like.
Dude,
decent
even
bit of money.
unsealed, you keep on to that, man.
I keep the box.
Some people
yeah.
want those completed like sets where they can get everything.
The only
know?
thing
Yeah.
is that game came with a Pokewalker, and I have no clue where that is. So it wouldn't
Nah,
be the
you're gonna
complete
lose a little
one.
money. You're
Yeah,
gonna lose a little money.
it wouldn't be the complete one. But yeah, I actually keep most of my boxes until like they're outdated. Like my PS4 box, I kept that until in case I needed to carry it around. Like I just kept
See,
it.
I only keep my system boxes because I don't get rid of systems. I put it back on, like when I'm done with it. When I get rid of my PS4 and get a
Oh.
PS5, I'm just gonna put it back in the box and it's going to go under the bed.
I'm actually
Yeah.
letting my nephew borrow mine now. He has a PS4 Pro, and for
Mhm.
some reason, it just stopped turning on. Like the power is
Damn.
not working. I even tried it with like my power cord or something. It's
My
totally fried, I think.
sister had a PS4 Pro and the hard drive fried, dude.
Damn.
And like, I'm like, see, they didn't make them as good, man. These are just like my PS4 is still running.
My
Still-
PS4 is good too. We have it out. We use it as a Blu-ray player out
Well,
in the living room.
that's what
dude.
mine was upstairs, but I'm gonna open it and just see. But I said like it could have been something like a stink bug got in it, and if it shorted 2 of the circuits, like it's done for. Like there's
Yeah.
And if they bought it secondhand, which I think they did, there's no
Yeah.
they can't return it for a warranty. or
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
So-
fuck it. You're not gonna return for warranty anyways. They're like, yo, PS5s are out. Like,
I mean,
I'm
hey,
not
Go buy
worried.
PS5. They've actually been releasing them here.
Yeah,
Surprise.
I'm gonna
They've
I'm
been
gonna get one
dropping
here
new
soon.
Xboxes and PS5 systems, like
Get
new
it
drops.
from Amazon, Alex, and I want to pick it. I want to pick your PS5.
They've
All
actually been putting them in stores.
Really?
Like, yep, they've been putting them in some stores, and they've been doing like online drops.
It's crazy that that's surprising, and it's almost been
A year.
full year. Yeah.
Yeah, November is when I got it. It's almost been a full year.
That's
I've never
crazy.
even seen one. I've never even held a controller.
I actually, oh, you're missing out. The controller's so much better than the PS4.
I know.
It's
I
just,
hear.
it's just that little bit of extra thickness that it needed, you
Yeah.
know?
And the fucking
Oh, and
Adapt-
everything else about it.
triggers.
Yeah, man, I'm getting. It just hasn't been that game that came yet that I'm like, I need.
Yeah,
But when God of War comes out, I'll be really like itching for it, shit like that. Like I'll be itching to play that.
yeah. 'Cause I'm sure
Hey.
they won't like phase the PS4 out for like another couple years.
I
Yeah.
actually started playing
I just-
Kakarot.
I saw.
After-
You
I saw they're releasing like a legendary edition of Kakarot with like everything included,
Oh, that'd be cool.
like all the
Yeah.
DLC and everything. I forget what it's called.
Dude,
they just
it's-
had like a new trailer come out
It's
for it.
amazing.
I would buy
Like,
that. I'd buy that on Switch, man.
I'm only at the
Mm.
point where
It's all right. I liked it.
like I'm Gohan right now, like training with Piccolo, and it's just like the being able to walk around and explore. Like it's not open world, but it's like fairly open world.
Yeah,
Like
it's fun.
you can
I
fly
think-
like right into a city and stuff, and like seamlessly from like the wilderness and stuff. It's pretty nice.
It was good for me because it helped me view the whole DBZ saga without having to rewatch the whole damn
Yeah.
thing.
Without having to view the whole DBZ saga.
Yeah,
It's daunting, man. Like I've been trying to watch some anime, and I'm like,
It's a
as I'm
long
looking
game.
at
Anime
it,
is
Yeah.
daunting, man.
dude. I think I would actually enjoy some like One Piece and stuff, but I'm not watching 1,000 episodes. No way.
Oh, One Piece.
I
One
want to
Piece.
watch One Punch Man, dude.
I'm gonna
I do
watch One
too.
Punch Man. That's actually the next
want-
one.
I want to
actually-
watch it. It looks cool.
My next one's gonna be Trigun. I think. I didn't want to watch
Trigun's,
Trigun.
I think only. Oh no, that's Cowboy Bebop's only one season.
Cowboy Bebop's
yeah.
the only one, which is good. If you
It
never
is
watched
good.
Cowboy Bebop,
I
that's
play
good.
it too. I'm
I like
watching
it.
Yu Yu
That's good. And it's
Hakusho
quick.
right now because it's great.
That's good.
Dude, it's no
That's-
filler at all. I mean, like they have
Yeah.
one episode in between arcs, and it's just like back into it.
I've never seen the whole Yu Yu Hakusho, but I do remember liking it when I saw it.
Yeah, it's
Inuyasha is another one that's kind of daunting. It's good, but it's just so
they have
much, dude.
a new series out now based off that.
Really?
It's his daughter, him and Kagome's daughter.
I didn't
she's
know him
like-
and Kurome had a daughter.
Some sort of, well, I don't think anyone did till this till this came out. But yeah, I guess in this I think they're in the second season. Like they finally like Inuyasha and Kagome are actually in it now, like in
Dope.
the show. So
Yeah, next for me is Trigun. I think I want to watch that shit. but-
I'm gonna do One Punch Man next.
I want to do One
'Cause it's
Punch
only
Man.
2
That's on my
seasons,
list.
So
I heard that Berserk is really good too.
I heard
think it's
Berserk's
called.
good, but
Yeah.
that's pretty long too. I think that's 4 or 5.
Oh, really?
seasons. I think. I mean,
Oh, I didn't know that. I
I
don't
don't
know
think
too
it's-
much about like anime and stuff.
I don't think it's like One Piece. Evan's right. Is fucking thousands.
it is
Yeah,
like
One Piece.
literally 1,000 episodes. It's-
Yeah, my boy from that I used to work with at Ray Hall, he's been watching through them.
Oh my god, dude, that's just daunting. Even Dragon Ball Z. I mean, for
Dragon
a
Ball
newcomer,
Z, yeah, it's
that's daunting. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you got to watch Dragon Ball, you got to watch Dragon Ball Z, then you got GT and Super. You can skip GT, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's
Yeah.
kind of daunting.
yeah,
It
it's,
is, man.
it's crazy. I'm supposed to watch the next one after One Punch Man. I'm gonna watch Seven Deadly Sins. Apparently,
I heard that
Which
was
I heard
good
it's
too.
good.
according to someone at work, I look like a guy named Escanor in there, and he has like a mustache and long hair, but then he turns into like this big buff ass dude. So like, I'll take it as a compliment.
Anime is one of the hardest things for me to watch in my household because, like, Marissa is like.
I remember you
actively
telling us
against
that
it.
before. You
Yeah,
like
dude.
Marissa makes fun of you.
Dude, she like actively, as soon as she sees me watching anime, she's like, turn this shit off. And I'm like, no, like, leave me alone.
Watch like some I don't know. They have like
Brett,
slice
listen.
of life animes that aren't.
It's
so
not
bad.
even the story. Like, you don't understand. Like, she
Kinda
just
like
sees
cartoons?
that. She'll watch cartoons with me, but like once she sees like that
They're just
Eastern
cartoons
style of
from Japan.
animation, yeah. Once she sees like that type of animation, she's like, nope, I ain't watching this. And I'm like, come on, it's like it's just. And she's like, no. And I'm just like, Jesus. We just watched the the whole Chronicles of Riddick series, and they have the animated one.
And she
And,
wasn't
like,
about it.
Dude, I turned it on for like 35 seconds. You're gonna make me watch this. I was like, it's 20 minutes. Just
It's
like
Riddick too. It's literally
Yeah.
what you were just watching,
Yeah,
kind of.
and she's like, I'm not watching this. And I was like, just sit and watch the movie. She did sit and watch the movie. And it's not as good as I remember it being. There's only like 2 scenes that I'm like, oh, this is dope.
Did you watch the new one too?
Yeah,
Like
we
the
watched-
newer one.
yeah,
Okay.
that's actually the one we started with. I came home one night and I was like, I
It's
just
a lot
wanna watch.
like Pitch Black from what I remember.
It is. And I would rank it second on my list.
After
And
Pitch
I think
Black or
after
after?
Pitch Black. No,
Okay.
unfortunately, and I really like the Chronicles, but like it's the weakest of the major films. It's just so much, dude. Like
Yeah,
there's
there's
some
a lot to it.
really cool scenes in it, but oh my god, like it's so much. Like they're just dumping fucking story on you. I'm just
And
you
they like
watch-
shove a whole universe into your
yeah,
face.
dude. Like
It's like the first one is only on like this little planet where they
planet.
shows you like barely shows you anything, like a little monster movie. And the second one's like, okay, here's this whole universe, and here's this and this and this and this. And then the third one, they're like, all right, we're just gonna go back to the tiny little like
it was better.
yeah.
I like.
know.
the third.
Apparently wants to make a fourth one. That'd be cool.
I heard it's still in production, man.
I like
Which would
Riddick.
be- I like Riddick a lot. It's one of my favorites. Those 2 video games he has based on him, A1, fantastic. Some of the best movie tie-in games ever.
I liked them. I remember you let me borrow them for a while before.
Great games.
There's an anime I want to watch on Netflix. The Castlevania series I heard was pretty good too, and it's it's not super long either.
2 seasons. I think the second season's wrapping up right now, actually.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
like, I don't think there's too many episodes each season. There's
No, I
only
think
like
they're, like-
6 or 7 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be interested in that. Castlevania, I think I started the first episode of it and I didn't finish it though,
Yeah,
which is never a good sign, but you know.
it's like I like anime if I can get into it. It's just the hard part is actually like
Getting into it.
getting myself to watch it. You know,
Yeah.
so there's other stuff I'm like, oh, okay, I'd rather watch this over anime.
That's been my thing. Like
Once I'm in it,
be,
I'm in it.
It has to be like 20-minute long episodes because I watch them on my lunch break. Like that's the time
Mm.
I'm giving myself to actually like watch it. So
Yeah,
I only
I
have
also-
a half hour. I have 2 half-hour breaks, so it's like, all right, I can't watch. I'm not gonna watch a 45-minute episode and have to split it, like because then it's just not.
yeah,
But
I also have to be in kind of an animation mood, like to see pretty animation.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
Afro Samurai is a great anime.
oh, dude,
but,
Afro
like,
Samurai is awesome.
it's dope. Like it's 1 season, it's quick, but like I would not suggest it if you're like, I want a great story. It's not a great story. Great animation, great music, but
Yeah.
like the story is basic. It is
Yeah.
what it
it
is.
seems like there's this line that never like merges. Like the story is either really good, but the animation's kind of like or like it's like god tier like drawings
Storytelling
and stuff,
yeah.
and then it's just like, oh, this is just people punching each other.
But some dope
But-
animation, man.
Sometimes it's cool.
Afro Samurai is, it's a good story, but it's just a revenge story. It's something that
Yeah.
hasn't been told 55 times, but it's still, I highly suggest Afro Samurai, Evan. That's something you can bust through in like a day or two. Just
Yeah, it's
done.
pretty short.
It's
Got
short. I think-
Samuel L. Jackson.
yeah, it's like 6 episodes. It's got Rizzo from Wu-Tang.
RZA
man.
from
Like,
yeah, he like made the music and shit.
yeah,
in it.
man, it's dope.
It is. It's really
Interesting.
cool. I should watch that. It's been a long time since I've seen
Yeah.
I'll
that.
see if I can
That's
find
one
it
of my-
somewhere because that's
that's
what I'm
one of my
trying to look
favorites.
for. I want something short, nice story.
Yeah,
Get
it's
through
quick. There's a
There's,
a
like,
movie
those
too if you're interested.
Little
in it.
movies, yeah, like the Afro Samurai movie. But I was
Yeah.
gonna say like Akira is a movie too you can watch.
I never actually liked Akira, to be honest with you.
Really?
I know it's like this, like people love it. It's fine to
Mhm.
me. It's fine.
It's been a while since I watched it, but
Yeah, I can't
liked it.
say I know of it, but I couldn't tell you even like what the plot is or anything.
Yeah, there's like those kind of like there's like Eon Flux,
What's
Ghost
the
in
really
the Shell.
popular one?
They're all like
the
anime action movies.
there's this one anime movie that's super popular. It's super sad.
All the Studio Ghibli movies are
that's
super.
it's by
God,
them.
so
I
good.
forget
Yeah,
what it is.
Spirited Away,
That's it,
House
that's it.
Moving Castle,
My Neighbor Totoro.
My Neighbor Totoro, and they
I
are
actually really like My Neighbor Totoro.
very,
Annette
yeah, like
loves it.
I
She
think
loves
my
Totoro.
favorite Studio Ghibli is either Spirited Away or Ponyo. I really like Ponyo.
Ponyo is good. I like
Ponyo's
Ponyo.
cute.
I think I'll try to give Spirited away because that's something
I remember.
I own it.
I don't remember too much about it, but there was like Kiki's Delivery Service.
Kiki's Delivery Service, yeah, that's cute. What's the one with the fucking it's like Princess Miyazaki or something? That one's pretty good too.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw that one.
There's a ton of them. There's like probably 10 or 15.
Yeah, he's coming out with another one here soon too. A new movie.
I actually just played a game, Ni no Kuni. And it was drawn by them, and it was a pretty good RPG, and it was drawn by the people who did it's Studio Ghibli. Basically they partnered with Studio Ghibli and made a game about it. It was a pretty game.
Yeah.
So if that counts, that's my favorite because that was a good story. That was a good story.
There are some games that rival or surpass movies by far.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
Last of Us, fucking. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's just some like series. Like if you do a series right, it can surpass like what a movie can do. Like just because of the runtime and like the immersive. Like that's the thing with like Last of Us is like you're actually in the game, man. Like you feel like you're that character. You kind of you bond with that character over the time that you're playing as them. Whereas like a movie, it can be done. But if it's a good movie, but it
can be, and it's done many times, but like I get it.
Like a movie has to make you care about the character, but a video game lets you be the character and you really get to put yourselves in their shoes.
And they also have 7 to 10 hours to tell their story. Where like
you only have like 2 hours,
2 hours to make you care. Like you got to care about this character and care of the outcome in this 2 hour story. Like if you bought a game and it was 2 hours long, you'd be like, man, fuck this. Like
I'll take this shit back.
Unless I paid like the price of a movie
$10
ticket
for it. Like, all right, $10, I'll buy this game, whatever. Yeah.
I'm trying to get into more of it. I just need to.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. I was into it. Like I remember I was watching through Super for the longest time. I started from the beginning, and then I watched it all the way up like through the beginning of the Tournament of Power and everything. And then I feel like there was a game that came out at that time that I started playing. And dude, that just took me. It was hard for me to go back at that point, so I just kind of moved on.
Oh, you just missed the best part of the whole show.
I know.
The ending of the Tournament of Power is what makes the entire series worth it.
I know. I'll get back to it eventually, man. I will.
Did you guys?
You can just watch.
You see on Disney Plus, they're coming out with that the Star Wars. There's like 7 Star Wars episodes that they're going to be drawn in like anime style.
I did see something about it.
Yeah, I heard someone talking about that, but I didn't.
It's going to be like 7. It's going to be Star Wars each time. But they're going to be drawn by different animation studios, and there's like an anime one and stuff, which looks cool. They're all samurais and shit, and it looks cool.
I like that kind of shit. Yeah, because I mean that makes sense. Because I mean that's what Star Wars kind of based off, like old samurai and Western, like East and West mashed together type shit.
So
I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited for that. I think that'll be cool.
That will be pretty cool. I liked when like people do that, like mix art styles and stuff together. I know it's way off, but like there's an episode of Bob's Burgers wherever they get like fans to send in their art. And then they like throughout the whole episode, they switch to all these different art styles that fans sent in, like fan created art styles. And I was like, that's super cool. I wish they would do that like every so often, like
every like season.
Do you guys remember? I mean, honestly, my favorite episode of I don't even think it's an episode. It's like a little movie of the Fairly Odd Parents where they go through all the channels. And the entire movie is just like different art styles that emulates. Like it even ends with Dragon Ball. But like, it goes through like Scooby Doo and like Johnny Quest and all the other like all these old different styles of animation. It's like even things like Charlie Brown and I don't know, like that. I love when you see a different medium because like you're watching Bob's Burgers and then all of a sudden things look different.
It's like, man, just the visual
it engages you,
the visual candy of it.
Exactly.
One of my favorite, and this isn't a different show, but one of my favorite episodes of Samurai Jack is he's fighting, like he's all dressed in completely white and the other person he's fighting is dressed in all black, and they're fighting in like this scene that's just white and black, and like they're like crisscrossing, and it's just like the episode's not that good of a story, but the animation of these two guys fighting for that brief, like 5 minutes is so good, you know? And, like, that's the episode I remember when I think of Samurai Jack.
I need to watch that.
I do too, man.
Another great. That is so good, and I'm just going to gush over because it's one of my favorite cartoons. Like, season 1 through 4 are great, but they're like, you can tell it was like a kid's show. And not that there's some episodes that are just so fantastic.
But they were holding back.
They were holding back. Then season 5 came out on
Adult Swim.
And that shit is like from start to finish, like, damn, like that is like how you like boom. Like they didn't waste any of their time with like the 8 episodes that are out. I was like, shit, that's good, man.
I remember seeing like clips of it. Like it gets pretty like it's bloody, right? Like,
it's bloody and dark, man. And and I don't want to spoil, but like it does not end on a happy ending, man. I'm just like, damn, dude.
But that's
like,
awesome. Like I love when a kid's show grows up a little bit. Like
yeah, that's what they should do. It grows with the audience, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's like I hear the iCarly is really good.
I was gonna say I didn't watch it at all.
I haven't either.
Interest, but I saw that they have like a new iCarly out. That's like adult.
Yeah,
it's for the people that like grew up watching it.
I actually on my TV when you turn my PlayStation off, it goes to like whatever that free Samsung TV is either, and it was playing old episodes of iCarly the other day, and I was like. This shit is not that funny. Like, I don't remember liking it when I was a kid, but like I'm watching it as an adult. I was like, this isn't funny at all, dude.
Yeah.
What is this? I wasn't an iCarly fan. Not hating.
I've watched it. I remember watching it, but like,
yeah, I remember seeing it.
It wasn't.
Yeah, I never really got into it.
It was a little past our generation, though.
Exactly.
It was like right past our generation because, like, you know, we love Drake and Josh and stuff. But
yeah, she was on Drake and Josh.
But that was older. That was when we were that age.
Yeah.
If it would have came out the age that we watched Drake and Josh, I think we would have liked it.
Exactly.
But by the time it came out, she was a teenager. We were going into adulthood, you know. Yeah. So, well, she probably wasn't a teenager. She played a teenager. Probably a 35-year-old adult.
I think she was.
I
yeah, I like another good show, and it's super cheesy in the beginning. It's one of me and Brittany's favorite shows. Is Boy Meets World. How like it's so childish and like, but then as they grow up, like it gets kind of dark. Like there's an episode where, I'm pretty sure Topanga almost gets like, I think she gets like sexually assaulted and stuff, and like it's crazy. Attempted. I don't think it actually happens, but like Corey has to like intervene and stuff, and has to like defend her. Like it goes from little kids in middle school to like.
They go to school though, man. They grow up with them.
Yeah, it's nice. I wish more shows did that because they even tried to do a spin-off with their kids, but then they put it on Disney Channel, and it's like, how do you go back to?
Oh, I actually heard that was good. It was Girl Meets Boy.
But
I mean, they did the same thing with Saved by the Bell too. They tried to reboot that.
I didn't remember that reboot as much.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about it really. I just know that they like. It's on like new characters, but they have like the old characters involved with the school somehow.
Yeah, like you come back.
Yeah,
I think that's a good idea for a reboot, as long as you market it towards the right people. Like Girl Meets World was definitely marketed towards kids. Like they weren't like, they weren't like, hey, adults, come watch this. They're like, hey,
but the thing is, like, adults wanted to watch it because it was a show they watched, and then it was obviously not what they wanted. Like,
well, I think that's where iCarly's doing really well. Like that's definitely focused towards it. That's a reboot focused towards adults, Like this is your show now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like I get it.
When they're doing like kids with it, I'm like, okay, this isn't for me anymore,
Yeah. So. Yeah, just it was. I mean, me and Brittany watched it because we love Boy Meets World. So like we were like, okay, we'll give it a shot. And it seems like every episode is like this should be on Freeform. Like, why isn't this on at least PG? And
listen, I hate to be this dad. It's because kids' humor is fucking dumb nowadays.
It is, man.
Like, this shit is dumb. And there are some shows that I'm like, okay, this is good, but like most of the shit my kids watch, I'm like, this is stupid.
It'd be like we could be going over to like my brother's house for like family get-togethers or whatever, and their kids be having like whatever's on Netflix or whatever show, like Disney Channel or whatever, and I was like, this is just how do you deal with this all day? Like when you watch these, how do you deal with this,
dude? the only shows, and a couple of them I really like We Bare Bears, I think is adorable and it's funny. Like I get We Bare Bears, but he watches this other show called like Ricky Dicky Dawn or whatever it is.
I know.
I hate that show.
Didn't grow up with like Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yeah.
Roly poly oly.
Oh, roly poly oly, dude. You know what I always think of? They played that
Bananas in
Roblox.
pajamas.
Bananas in pajamas.
Those are not the shows that I would like think of my childhood. I think of like Gargoyles and like
Gargoyles, X-Men.
X-Men. Well, I was like, I was watching Bear in the Big Blue House.
When I was super fucking young,
I
like a
remember.
little kid on Disney Channel. But then, then you grow up, you start watching the more like those cartoons, like Saturday morning cartoons and shit.
Mhm. I will
What
say,
was-
my kids watch
Power Rangers, Big Bad Beetleborgs and shit.
They've
See, that's
honestly,
why, like, when Ashton comes over, he always wants to watch like Goosebumps and shit. I'm like, yo, you cool? Let's do this. You know? I'll watch Goosebumps with you.
Yeah.
He always, dude. He asked to watch Goosebumps every time he's at my house, and like, at first I was like, oh my god, is he getting something over on me? Like that his mom doesn't let him watch this. She's telling me, she's like, oh, I let him watch Freddy Krueger last night. I'm like, all right, she got to be okay with like
Oh.
Goosebumps. Then.
Yeah, Goosebumps. You watch
Goosebumps is nothing compared to Freddy Krueger.
Goosebumps, you might as well be turned on Disney Channel.
Exactly. Even though he always, usually they're not scary, but two episodes so far have actually scared him. When he's like, I need to turn this off, and I was like, no, we're watching it. Stay out of
I
the
need to see how
basement.
this finishes, how this ends.
Stay out of the basement scared him, and Werewolf of Fever Swamp scared him. Both those episodes scared him. He was pretty scared, which is funny because those are two of my favorites. I'm like, gotcha.
Just
always
showing like
nice.
Tales from the Crypt.
I think we watched it one time, and he was pretty young, but I forget how much nudity is in Tales from the Crypt. And I'm like,
It was just a TV show though. During like, they had that on during the day and shit sometimes, so it shouldn't be too bad.
bro, no, I own it. It's like a lot of nudity. It was.
Is it
an
just uncut?
I don't know what my.
I thought I remember them showing that shit on like cable TV. Tales from the Crypt.
Maybe they cut a lot out.
Like a
Must
ton of
have.
nudity in it. Like
Damn,
the one we were watching was like a full sex scene, and I was like, I gotta.
Why, it's like,
rewind.
can you please explain this and give me the scenes of the?
I just don't remember that. I just remember watching Tales from the Crypt always on like cable TV or whatever. On like, I remember like TNT would have like reruns and shit. They would just probably like edit the hell out of it though.
Yeah, they probably just cut those scenes. I own like the box set of it, like with all of them.
Oh yeah,
A lot.
I remember the movie, the one with old Billy Zane in it.
Oh fuck yeah, that's a great movie. Billy Zane is fucking crazy in that movie.
Yes,
Bordello of Blood.
Bordello of Blood.
No,
Yeah,
that's not the Billy Zane one.
because there's a couple of them. Are you sure?
Bordello of Blood's the vampire one with like the chick with the whorehouse. Billy Zane's the one where he comes into the house and he like releases all the I don't know what it's called though. But that's the one Billy Zane's in. Bordello of Blood's the one with like the private eye guy, and he goes into the whorehouse, and it's like a vampire thing.
Demon Knight.
Demon Knight, yeah, that's Billy Zane.
Fucking Billy Zane.
That's
hell
a good
yeah.
movie though. Bordello of
Yeah.
Blood's pretty good too. Remembering it, but it was pretty good.
I need to watch Demon Knight here again soon. I haven't seen that in a long time.
You a Tales from the Crypt fan, Devin?
I can't say I've ever watched it.
Oh, you never even seen like the intro where the dude pops up and does the laugh? Oh, it's fucking iconic.
Take the Crypt Keeper.
No.
Crypt Keeper's iconic, man.
I was sheltered.
Billy Zane ain't doing much anymore. We think we should get him on the show.
Billy Zane, you can try, man. You can talk to him about Titanic.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Titanic. I want to talk to him about the Phantom too. I used to watch the Phantom when I was a kid. Nobody knows about the Phantom.
I know what the Phantom is. Big purple suit.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of people know about the Phantom. yeah.
I feel like he'd
Zane.
still be a little too
Yeah, he's a
a little too
prestigious.
busy to be on.
I would
our
love to talk to
show.
Billy Zane though. I'll talk to him about fucking Demon Knight, man.
Yeah.
Like he's crazy in that movie, dude.
He's nuts.
It's like it's a cheesy horror movie, so his overacting, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean that in the best way possible. Like his
Oh, yeah.
overacting, like yes, Billy Zane, this is what you needed.
I need to watch that here. I might watch that tonight, depending on what time we get off here. That's a
Yeah.
good movie, man.
It's a good movie, but I thought there's a third one too. I think.
I've been
I think-
watching like cheesy ones. Like me and Annette just watched the fourth Nightmare on Elm Street because
Ah.
we talked about it last week. Me were gearing up for meeting Robert Englund. So like we watched. She's only ever seen the first 3 because
Third one's
we
the
recently
best one.
watched. Yeah, Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors is good.
And then we watched. She's never seen the rest of them, so we're watching it. We watched 4. Probably gonna watch 5. I told her I was like, they just get worse.
Yeah,
It's
you
gonna
tell
get
her they're
worse
going
and worse.
downhill.
Yeah, after we watched 4 and rewatching 4, it wasn't as bad as I remember it being. It was actually like it was entertaining.
I actually think 2 is really bad.
Really, I don't have a
like
problem with 2.
I don't like it.
I don't like it better than 1 or 3. I would probably rank 4 above 2 though too.
Yeah, me too.
I know
what's
5 gets really bad, like Freddy's Dead. There's one with like Roseanne in it.
I think
like,
that's the last one before
Yeah.
New Nightmare. New Nightmare is good.
New Nightmare is good because that's kind of like
Soft
They went-
reboot.
they went very meta with it. I don't know if you ever heard about New Nightmare, Evan. It's like the 7th.
I've mentioned this before. If your sentence is, "Have you ever heard of blank, Evan?" It's
Well, have you
probably
seen like the
not.
first Nightmare on Elm Street?
I've seen the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Johnny
pretty much
Depp's-
like a direct sequel almost. They kind of ignore the other ones.
Oh, like the Halloween. But
Okay.
years.
Yeah, years before that, and because Wes Craven, he decided to come back and direct it, and they made it where it's like it's set in present day, and Nightmare on Elm Street is actually a movie he made, and they're filming a sequel to it, and they brought the original cast other than Johnny Depp back, really, and it's like a demon takes form of Freddy Krueger, pretty
To haunt
much.
her while
And
she's
so
filming.
haunt her while she's filming this Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
What?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
actually.
so it's kind of like it's not a possession because nobody gets possessed, but it's like a haunted movie. But the demon takes the form of Freddy Krueger. That's how they bring Freddy into like the real world. It's like a demon that takes the form of him to scare people because it's a horror movie that scares people. So he wanted to take the form of something that
But
scares
he
someone.
can't actually he doesn't actually have Freddy's powers, or
Oh yeah, it's Freddy Krueger. It's the
Yeah.
whole movie. It's like
Okay.
Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger, but he's actually like going after Heather Langenkamp, who was the original actress from the movie.
Like,
Wes
yeah.
Craven,
but like
and
actually the actress now. though,
yeah,
not-
actually her. Wes Craven directed it, and he's actually in the movie as Wes Craven, and like it's they're playing themselves in a horror movie. Yeah,
like some giant fourth wall break.
yeah, it's very very meta.
exactly what it is.
And Freddy gets like a makeover. He is like instead of wearing a glove, it's like part of his hand, and you can see the bones on his hand like going into the claws.
Yeah.
They made him look like very like evil, like a demon kind of.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it's a good movie, man. That's probably
I
like
actually
the
haven't seen
best
that one.
one. Like
Oh,
not the
that's-
best one, but like one of the best ones.
I would probably rate it 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And then you have the remake, which nobody really talks about.
The only thing I think they got right with the remake is I don't mind the casting of that guy. I thought he'd be a good Freddy Krueger, but I just think it was written terribly.
Yeah,
He
and they
looks,
do CGI for everything.
yeah, he looks enough like Robert Englund where I'm like, okay, I can get behind
Yeah,
this.
a lot of people didn't like him though. As Freddy.
I don't know if it was
didn't like
necessarily
him.
his fault. It was terrible writing. It was terrible.
We a couple weeks like 'cause we watched Nightmare 4 this past weekend before we watched the remake of Friday 13th, which I actually really enjoyed.
Was
It's
it
been a while.
way better than the fucking Nightmare on Elm Street one?
It's
for
better
sure.
than most of the actual Friday 13th sequels. Like it's a good one.
Yeah. Those start going down after probably 3 also.
I would say 4 because 4 is really good with like Corey Feldman in it.
That's 3, isn't it?
Nah, 4.
Oh.
Yeah,
Alright.
3 is where he gets the mask.
All right. Then yeah, I would say 4 too. I thought that
Yeah,
was
4. Yeah,
It's
4
right
is
after
probably
that.
like what is other. It's a lot of people's like favorite Friday the 13th movie. It's like the definitive one.
Ooh.
Yeah,
But-
that one's probably the best one. The first one's good, but it's weird good.
Yeah, I actually really like it, man. I would say that's probably my favorite. Is the first one. It's very slow compared to the other ones. It's a very it's a different beast.
Listen, I have the most unpopular opinion on my favorite fucking Friday the 13th movie.
Which one is it? Is Jason
X.
X?
It's
Oh,
fucking I
we watched
love
that one too.
Jason, and it's stupid, and I know it's not a good movie, but I love that fucking
Because
film.
it was on Friday the 13th when we watched them. Like it was that night we watched because we took off. It was that day I took off on a Friday. And we watched it was 7. It was like the chick with the powers, like the
Yeah.
telekinesis powers. We watched 7 because she's never watched it. And then we watched Jason X because she never watched it. And bro,
It's
That
fine.
movie is so cheesy. It's so bad.
It's bad, but
It's so bad.
it's so like it's the kind of bad horror that I love. Like,
Oh
I'm just
my
like,
gosh,
"Man,
it's so bad.
so funny to me.
It is like, and it's just like it's not even bad, like just badly written because it is, but even like the way that it's designed and it's just filmed like it's not a real movie. It feels very like they just slapped these sets together just to film this movie or whatever
Listen,
to make it
I
look like a space
love,
station.
I love the cryo freeze kill. I think
Oh
it's
yeah,
one of the
that was
favorite
awesome.
kills.
Has
I
some good
love
kills in it.
I love that they did and I know it was a cut kill from another one, but they finally did the sleeping bag kill where he wraps the person up in the sleeping bag and smacks them against the tree, which I know was in another one, but they
Seven.
cut.
It was in the
Yeah.
one. Yeah, it was in
But
seven.
nobody ever sees it because it's always cut for most of the films.
Yeah.
And I kind of like Uber Jason. He looks kind of badass. They like blow him apart and all these nano machines like put him back together.
Put them
He's
back
got, like,
together.
He's got like all this
Yeah.
like robot shit on him. It's cool.
And that's what's crazy. Like what you were saying, because it got like a lot of shit getting cut out. Dude, like after 3 or 4, that's when like the MPA started cracking down on horror movies.
Mhm.
And like 6, they have some decent gore in it, but dude, 7 is they cut out a ton of it. Like almost every kill is just like him
Off
going
screen.
and grabbing him, and it's off screen. Like it just
Yeah.
cuts away. And then like on the actual disc, on the DVD and the Blu-ray, it has all the deleted scenes of all the like deleted kills, and they're so gnarly, dude. Like I wish
Yeah.
they would have kept them in the movie.
The movie
like-
real cool.
Yeah, because like Annette, like we were watching it because she's never seen it, and she's like, "Why do they keep cutting away from everything? They're missing all the good stuff." Or it shows like the aftermath. You're like, "Damn."
That's because that shit was cracking down. That's like the height of like Mortal Kombat shit.
Yeah,
People were like, no, that's too much
No.
violence.
too much violence. This is bad for the children.
Kids be
It's
ripping
like, these
skulls.
children
out.
shouldn't be watching these movies.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You were saying when you guys were talking about it earlier, it made me think like I still get surprised when I'm watching something on TV, like live TV, and I hear like someone drop a shit or something. Like that sounded really weird, but the way I worded that. But like,
It's crazy
you know,
because since then it's got a lot more relaxed now.
if you're
like,
watching
with
some
what you can do.
channels, they will air movies completely uncensored.
Oh, for sure.
Like Comedy Central now, like I forget what time it was. It was like 8 o'clock, or it was like in the middle of the day, and it was an episode of South Park on. And it was like completely uncensored. And I'm
I
just
think
like,
though we've come to an age though, like, and I think it's always been this way, but now we've really come to an age like it's your job to watch your kids, dude.
Yeah.
It's not fucking
Yeah.
Comedy Central's job to put. Don't let your kids watch Comedy Central. Like it's not a
Yeah.
good channel.
I
We're in
think
the
it-
age of
isn't
the
it like-
internet.
And like overseas and like England and shit, they don't even have like censors. Like they just have it on TV, don't they?
Unless-
like
I'm
half
pretty
that
sure it's just
stuff-
uncensored all
like
the time. Like
you can just
some
flip through
places
the
don't
channels
care.
now, and I forget what channels they are, but like I think it's IFC or something. Like you'll just stumble onto a sex scene or something.
yeah, man.
I mean, which
Well,
you know,
listen,
whatever.
a lot of these kids can use the internet better than we can. There's
Yeah,
not
really.
nothing they can find fucking whatever they want. Like, and not that they shouldn't be seeing this, but that's your job as
Yeah.
a parent to make
Yeah.
sure they don't see these things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
that's what I've always been pretty lenient with Tyler. Like, he wants to watch horror movies and stuff with me. It's fine. Come on.
but you're
like,
there. Like
oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
there, you know? And I,
you know
Yeah.
what he's watching.
we just watched Pitch Black the other day. He watched it with us, and
Yeah.
like there's one. It's a pretty tame movie. It's nothing gory or anything, but there's like one scene that like it's kind of like rapey. You know, it's like I don't really want.
That
to
was the
watch
thing. Whenever I was super young, when I got into it, my dad got me into it. It started out like that too, or like when we watched them, he had to watch it with me. Like
Yeah,
if we would rent something, I had to watch it with him. And then I got a little bit older, and I could just like watch whatever. But
So,
yeah, but
yeah, I don't know. Good horror movies. The horror movie time is coming. I love it.
you should get him
It's
watch
coming up.
Poltergeist.
I will. I think he's gonna watch, and I know you hate these movies too. You probably don't hate them, but I know they're not good. But I'm gonna make him watch Leprechaun with me because I fucking love.
I
those.
don't mind Leprechaun. It's just
It's
like
stupid.
I don't mind it. It's just something that I don't really got on my way to watch. Like I
Yeah.
have seen a couple of them.
I like Leprechaun.
It's like the
Leprechaun?
Chucky ones. I know they're out there and I've seen them. It's just like they're meh to me. Like they're not that. They're
Oh,
okay
actually-
to watch once or twice, but
I actually think Chucky 1 and 2 are genuinely like good movies. Like
I like the first one. I haven't
think-
seen the second or third one as much,
Third
but
one's
I like the
garbage.
first one.
Don't even bother with the third one.
Yeah,
It's
I like
garbage.
the first one.
Bride of Chucky's pretty good too.
I remember watching that one the most when I was younger. Was
Yeah,
Bride
that's
of
the most.
Chucky.
That's the most famous one.
Yeah,
Leprechaun to me though, like the first one's kind of serious, and that's the one where I'm like, but Jennifer Aniston's in it, so like you gotta watch it because Jennifer Aniston's in it.
yeah,
But it's the most self-aware horror movie for me because then like by the fourth movie, he's in space. Like by the fourth one,
yeah.
they didn't cut no corners. Like just throw that bitch. It took Jason all the way to his 9th film to get to space. Like
Hellraiser was like 4, I think, or 5.
Yeah,
that
I think it
day
was
when he went
5,
to space. Yeah.
But like this one was like,
Ridiculous.
they were like, throw this leprechaun, mind you, in space.
I'm
Just-
the
I'm
leprechaun.
the leprechaun. I don't know. I just like the leprechaun movies crack me up, and they're not meant to be like serious, you know. And that's what
Yeah.
they're horror comedies, all of them, except the first one. All of them are horror comedies. It's like watching Evil Dead nowadays. It unfortunately,
Yeah.
not unfortunately, but it's a horror comedy, and that's what people like about it now. You know?
Yeah, I would say the first one's probably a decent like starter horror movie. There's really not, if I remember correctly, there's not a lot that's like super out there. Like
but-
Poltergeist, I think Poltergeist is a good starter because it's like PG, I think, or PG-13. There's only one part that I think would really like freak someone, like a kid, out, and it's either like the clown scene or the like. I don't know if you remember Poltergeist, but we rewatched it like last year at some point. I didn't remember the part where the dude like ripped his face off in the mirror.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I remember that.
yeah, it like makes him like dream, like daydream or whatever, the ghost. And he's washing his face, and as he's starting to like dry his face is starting to peel off. And then it just like cuts to like a dummy head, and he's just like peeling like his face, like you see like a skeleton underneath. And then it just like he like freaks out of it. But it's like it's super gory, and like otherwise is like it's a crazy movie with all like stuff flying around. It's a ghost, but it's not like, other than that, there's really no gore in it at all. It's a pretty tame movie other than that.
I think I remember the second one more because I remember him throwing up the worm, like the tequila worm in the second one.
Yeah, I think that was
Or-
the second one.
I think he like drinks a worm from tequila and like it comes out like real big and he like throws it all up and he like. That's what I think. I remember the second one more than I remember the first one. I haven't seen those in a while. I might put those on my list this year.
First one's good, man. Old
Yeah.
like Toby Hooper and Steven Spielberg.
I think I remember the second one being good, but again, it's been a while, so I'll have to.
I
Maybe
couldn't
watch
really tell you too much about like the second one. There's just some horror movies. It's hard for me to get into some of the sequels, like Poltergeist, Hellraiser. I only seen the first 2, and then I'm like, ugh.
I've
can't
never
do
seen
that
any of the Hellraisers. They're not really my cup of tea. I've seen the first one, but like that's body horror, and I'm not really into body. We've talked about this before.
It is that's why the second one's a little better to me.
Yeah.
The second one actually has a story to it, where it's
Yeah.
not just showing you like
Just
the
gross.
craziest shit you can think of.
Yeah,
Body
it's-
horror in the 80s.
My favorite body horror movie, and I still don't love it that much, is The Fly with Jeff Goldblum, and it's just like
Yeah,
it's just gross.
it is great. Yeah, it's a movie I've only seen a couple times just because there is parts where it's just gross.
It's just fucking gross. I actually though I do like watching sequels, and I like watching the
Terrible
progression.
sequels.
Yeah, I like watching the progression of them getting worse and worse. Just like when are these people?
There's one that I kind of refuse to watch, and that's the Crow sequels, because I only want to know the
Yeah.
Crow, like the first one as that. That's it. Because I know the sequels are so bad. They're like straight to DVD, straight to movie.
I think I brought this up before, but I'm gonna watch the all the Children of the Corn sequels here real soon.
I haven't seen any other. I've only seen the first one.
Dude, I heard there's like 7 or 8 sequels.
Yeah,
and this
and they're
book-
pretty much all straight to.
Yeah,
like,
this fucking movie
Well.
was based off of a book that was like 40. It was a short story. It was based off like 40 pages of a
Yeah.
short story, and they made fucking 7 sequels.
I like the first one.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think the first one's pretty good.
It's a product of its time, but it's a good one.
Oh, I love Pride. Oh man, I can't wait for horror month.
I can't wait either, man.
It's
we're watching horror movies already. Like we're already gearing up. We're gearing up to watch even more horror movies.
October's the one month I can like bribe Marissa to watch horror movies with.
Yeah, you
come
have a
on,
reason
Saul.
to.
Yeah, like come on. Like usually she's not into that kind of shit.
That's the
Um,
best thing is because like Annette loves horror movies,
Ah,
so we be
yeah, I
always
know.
trying to find new ones. She'd be finding some like weird ones
Yeah.
where I'm like, all right, like the ones that you say like the super B type movie ones.
love
She'll watch like one or two of those, and I'm just like, I get it, but at the same time, it's not for me. Where it's like I understand there is a part of it where it's like it's so bad that it's good or so bad that it's funny, but there's a point where I'm just like, okay, this is just nonsense. There's no point to this.
Sure. I can give you a few of those. There's the Thanksgiving movies. I think we've talked about those before.
Yeah.
The first one is like right on the edge. You're like, what the fuck am I watching? But the second one is so wildly out there. You're just like, fuck this. Like, I'm not watching this. This is stupid, you know? But I do like, I don't know, like the Freddy Krueger movies. I think those all like from 4 on, I think it all falls under the like, it's not good, but like,
yeah, I think the thing that
good.
worked with them is it was an already established character, and they were well budgeted movies with
Sure.
from like Paramount and New Line, so they actually had
That's
some money
cool.
behind them. So even though it was pretty much bad story and everything, you're still getting like quality effects and
Yeah.
like the production behind it.
See, I like Puppet Master because I
Oh
think
my
they're just
god,
fun stories. I like Wishmaster because I think they're just
dude,
fun.
I really like Wishmaster.
Yeah, like
That's
they're not
actually a review I wouldn't mind doing sometime. Is Wishmaster?
I'd have to rewatch them,
It's awesome.
but they're not good movies.
No.
Like, you're like,
The
all right.
first one's entertaining as hell, man.
Yeah, it's just funny. Like, just like people came up with some crazy shit.
It's about like an evil genie, Evan
It's
Wishmaster,
fun. Wishmaster's fun, man.
and it
I've never
has like
heard of
a
it.
ton of different like horror like cameos. Like Robert Englund's in it, Tony Todd's in it,
Yeah,
Kane Hodder's in it. There's a ton of different like horror icons in it.
yeah.
Wes Craven produced it. It's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
good.
Underrated horror movie, man.
Never heard of it.
Wishmaster.
We
Damn.
should do that. I'd do that with you. I would do Wishmaster, but if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it all, man.
You want to do all of them? Oh my
Okay, all
god.
like 12 of them or however many. I have no idea how many Wishmasters there are.
I
you
think
gotta-
there's like 3 or 4.
You got to watch the like progression of them slowly going down. Well, see, I know,
Yeah.
especially Hellraiser. I know
Oh,
they just
God,
put
yeah.
movies out because they don't want to lose the rights. So they every few years,
They just reverted back to Clive Barker here
yeah,
in the
well,
past year.
took a while because they kept putting movies out. I know the last movie they put out, it was because it was like a couple months before they lost the rights, and they're like, "Fuck it, sell movies on the name," you know, like
Yeah.
put it out.
It's
And
so
that's why-
bad.
why
They got to a point where like even the dude playing Pinhead got dropped out. He's like, I can't do this anymore.
What
This
is
is
going on?
bad. That's why like I think the first 2 or 3 are like actually big, like decently budgeted, and then they went straight to DVD or straight to movie hell.
Oh yeah, and
It's so cheap.
those are movies that like I appreciate them for what they are, but again, it's not for me. It's just not my type of horror.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's like ghost horror for me, and we've talked about this before. Like ghost movies aren't really mine. You have to be a really, really good ghost movie, like
Yeah.
Poltergeist, for me to be like, yes.
Exactly. I'm the same way. Like,
Yeah.
or else if it doesn't land with me, it's like I'm out of it. It throws me out of the whole thing.
Exactly. Like we're a slasher film. I'll pretty much watch any slasher film. I'm
Yeah.
cool with slasher films. It's
I
easy to
actually
watch.
have to.
Yeah, like
Like a
whatever.
little monster movie.
A good old monster movie is good for me too. Just purely off the design of monsters. I'm like, oh, I want to watch just to see the monster. But all right.
Yeah, if it's just like a ghost fucking around, I'm like, this is stupid. Unless it's like there's actual tension and there's good atmosphere.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it's like, ugh.
Oh, excited.
Like what? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. Ghosts don't get me. You know, I agree
What's
with the
up?
whole slasher thing, especially if it's very realistic or so unrealistic, like Michael Myers or Jason stuff. That's just like,
Yeah.
you know.
We a couple weeks, because we've been watching a lot of them, man. A couple weeks ago, it was actually the same weekend we watched the Friday 13th ones. We watched The Strangers again, because I haven't seen that in a while, and that
That's
actually that holds up, man.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
But the sequels are pretty bad.
Yeah, sequel is pretty bad.
I think there's 2 of them.
Is there 2 of them now?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
there's 2 of them.
I really like the first one though.
Yeah,
It has a lot of tension to it.
Yeah,
It doesn't use. It has like no original score. You know, there's like no music in it really, other than like that plays into the actual movie. You know, they actually have like a record player that like is part of the movie in there. But other than that, there's no real like score to the movie itself. Like when there's the record player isn't playing, it's silent.
I think that's one of the strongest. We talked about this before, but Hush. I think the silence of Hush.
Exactly. I think silence works better than like, you know, like what do they call them? The cues where like the jump scares and everything.
I don't like silence followed by a jump. I don't like when it's real quiet and they just play a loud noise.
That's what I'm saying. We're like, you're supposed to be scared here.
Yeah, like the reason that Halloween, the original, is so good is because like you're watching it and you just see Michael in the background and things. Like it's not like, ha, here I am, you know, it's like,
or it's setting up for some, like,
when
whenever Laurie, towards the end of the movie, when she's walking to go investigate the house at the end, when she's walking across the street, it's just playing that creepy music the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The whole way in as she walks into the house, and then it just stops, and then it's just silent as she's walking through the house. It's awesome. Like it's perfect. Like people
lead up and play a loud sound to like scare you. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. It plays the sound once she finds the bodies, and then it kind of like it shocks you, and then it kind of creeps a little bit when she backs up against the wall, and that's what like the blue light shines on his mask. Oh, it's perfect, dude. It's a masterpiece. It's like not just like horror, but like movie making. Like the way he made it, it's so awesome, man.
It is a fantastic movie.
I mean, I could talk about that all day, but we could
talk about Halloween.
I actually am working on something in the works with Halloween right now, but I can't go any further.
Can't spoil it yet.
Can't spoil it
yet. Evan, are you drinking coffee?
Yeah.
I'm fucking exhausted like right now, man. I'm ready for bed at this moment.
Iced coffee. Yeah.
Oh my lord, bro.
Hey, man. Sleep is for the weak.
I only got one more thing about sleep, and it shouldn't take too long, but like Marissa's been real tired like this week. I think we all have. So she's been making me, like she's been going to bed earlier, so I've been going to bed earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And like I feel more tired, man. Just like waking up is way harder for me than when I do like night. Like when I do nights like this, I feel like I don't have enough time to like really get into my bed and like get comfortable. Like I just wake up in a few hours and I go to work, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, man, she made me go to bed at 10 o'clock the other night. And like, I woke up and I was like, yeah, like I do not want out of this bed right now.
I need either 4 hours or 10 hours.
Exactly.
No in between.
Yeah, with that, man.
I usually get about 8 every night.
Oh,
just because like, well, my schedule now, like I'm not waking up as early. I work at 9:30 now.
Just sleep.
I work 9:30 to 6 now, so it's just like I wake up at like 9, wherever. I still I can go to bed at 1. So I'm good. I stay up till 1 like every night. Go to bed, wake up at 9. I'm good. I got 8 hours of sleep.
No, dude,
on these nights, on Monday, me and Evan stayed up chit chatting for probably a good 40 minutes after you guys got off.
Oh, really?
And we're the first ones that got to be up.
Oh yeah, man. I went to bed, set my alarm, and it was like 4 hours and 40 minutes of sleep, and I was like, I don't know, man.
There are some nights on Mondays where I set my alarm and it's less than 4 hours, and I'm just like, shit. Like,
to be honest,
suck.
Unless we do like consecutive nights like that, if I do one night like that, like a Monday night, like I'm fine. I'll wake up and be like, all right, let's move on. Now, if we do like Monday and then Tuesday, I stay up to midnight, and then by today, I'm like,
see, that's why my schedule works so perfect. Like Mondays are gonna be like Tuesday's gonna be the day where I'm like, I'm not gonna be productive. Like that's just not gonna happen. But like even if I work Thursday, which I normally don't, but if I do, at least like Friday, I'm sleeping in regardless. Like it doesn't matter if I work or not. But man, like I used to handle the no sleep a little bit better, but now that I'm actually now I'm actually working like all day, I am physically moving all day.
Like
I feel it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like there are days where I'm just like, especially a Tuesday, I'll come home and I'm just out of it. The other night, I was on the couch and I was joking. I was like, I'm going to take a 30-minute power nap. Dude, I took a 30-minute power nap. I actually fell asleep on the couch at like...
Dude, I do it all the time.
I never do that. Like, I don't want to do that. No.
Man, on my lunch, I told you guys all the time, on my hour lunch breaks, half of it is dedicated to taking a quick power.
I mean, I only get I get 2 half-hour breaks. So,
Dude, one of those breaks you could nap.
no, I got to eat.
Yeah. You eat both breaks?
Yes.
Oh, no, fuck
I need
that.
the energy to eat, dude.
No, man. Nap time.
I got to eat all day. I eat like 5 times a day. But I don't eat a lot. Like my second break,
like one time.
dude, I eat a ton of
I eat
food before
basically
I go
lunch.
into work. I have, so like I still eat breakfast, but I have moved on from having to like make my breakfast and eat it at home. I've moved past that. I make a Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich and I take it with me. I eat it on the go. Like I've at least moved on to that. So
I don't eat breakfast, bro.
I don't eat breakfast. I basically eat one large
you guys are
lunch. And that's about
crazy.
it.
I eat lunch and dinner. That's it.
Breakfast.
I
man.
barely. I mean, I eat dinner sometimes, but I barely eat dinner.
Oh no.
I'm
Breakfast
just
is
like-
the best time, the best meal in the day.
I have coffee for breakfast. That's what
Oh,
I
I
have.
like breakfast. I have
Oh.
breakfast food for lunch a lot.
I wake up, make coffee, and then I wait till lunch.
How do you
at
eat
work,
coffee
and then
on an empty stomach or drink coffee
Dude,
on an empty
I would
stomach?
poop it.
I don't, man.
Yeah,
I don't,
that's what I'm
fine,
saying.
man.
Like
I'll be like, oh.
you need something to soak that in a little bit.
oh man. Straight coffee. Then I wait
Some
till
people-
lunch.
People got the you got the hair and the stomach apparently.
Well, I
Good
usually have like a cup of coffee, and then I'll drink water. But I keep the coffee pot on because after I'm done with that water, I'm getting another cup of coffee, and then have some more. I drink water the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Water or green tea for me too. Pretty much always.
Yeah, I usually drink green tea around dinner, and then at night I usually go back to water.
Yeah.
Like I'm very like I don't know, man. I can't do like sodas. Like the other day I had a Mountain Dew at like my brother's, and I couldn't do it, dude, because that's all
every
like
now and
had
then.
it, and I was like, I'll try a Mountain Dew. Ugh, it was like battery acid, man, and
Yeah.
I'm not having it for a long time.
I drink more beer than I should do. I mean, you guys know that about me. A lot of my days are like, I unfortunately, dude, and I've thought about this multiple times. Like, I have seriously spent all day drinking beer, like, and not getting drunk, but just like
Mhm.
that's what I drank throughout the day.
That's
Just
not
Yeah.
good.
like beer, you know. And I'm like, my body's gonna be so goddamn dehydrated.
Yeah,
right now.
that's the first thing I thought of. Is like, dude, you need some water. Like you're gonna be
Oh, I'm with
dehydrated.
you.
Sandy,
Yeah, like
water.
I've woken up like the next day of like just drinking all, and again, I'm not like hammered or anything. I'm not like totally wasted, but like I
Yeah.
feel hungover because I'm just like, oh, because I haven't
Yeah.
had fucking water in 20 hours, you know, like it's water.
You're not hungover, but your body is hungover.
Yeah, my body's just
Your-
like, dude,
your
this
body
sucks.
is just like, oh,
Yeah, what
I
are you
need
doing?
nutrition. Eat breakfast, damn it.
Bro, you were talking about like we were talking about sleep. I don't know why, but one of the best feelings is like when you wake up super thirsty, and if I have water there, and I'm just chugging water, and it tastes so good.
Dude, I get into this.
And then I go right back. I lay back down, and I'm so like
So happy.
so happy, so content, just because I'm like I'm good now. You just wake up, and you're like, oh, I'm so thirsty.
Always stealing Marissa's because I never bring water upstairs. She always.
I always
Oh,
and
dude.
dude, like, 'cause we drank out of the tap because we got a well here. But
Yeah.
like, I take water to bed, and 98% of the time, I never drink that water.
No
Like,
matter, it needs to have it
Straight
there.
up.
but whenever
Like-
there is the time I wake up in the middle of the night, I have it.
But it's
you know?
there.
Marissa
It's
always
there.
has it. That she's the same way. Like I don't bring water to bed, but she does.
I always
Like,
do. I have for years, dude. I like when we had bottled water, I take bottled water to bed. But man, yeah, I always have water,
I
and a fan.
always have a water.
Oh,
I'm
fan.
actually. I remember it was one day at work. It was like a month ago. I was walking away. Like I was talking to someone, and we started walking away. And was like, "Did you forget your water?" And I'm like, "Yeah. How'd you know that?" He's like, "You always carry a bottle of water with you." Like I always have a bottle of water with me. But like, why I know there are days, and it's not necessarily when I'm sleeping, but like I'll find my bottle of water and I'll take a sip, and I just look at it and I'm like, and I just chug it
Yes.
because it just
God.
tastes so good. My body's just like, no, you got to drink like
Yeah,
at
you're-
least half this
Just
bottle
tell
of water.
you got to
right now.
drink most of this. If it's like half a glass of water, you're drinking the whole thing. But if it's full, you're drinking almost 3/4 of that bitch.
I feel like that happens to me with milk sometimes too. Like I don't drink milk often anymore. Like I used
I
to
love
always
it.
drink it as a kid.
I don't really either, man.
But
I like
Unless
milk.
like
if
cereal,
I
of course.
if I have like a cookie or some sort of pastry, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna have some milk, and then I drink it, and then I drink it really fast, and I'm like, I'm gonna have some more milk.
Need some
I
milk.
usually pour
See,
like
that's
a
the
whole other
problem with
glass.
I always end up drinking milk fast because if you don't want to let that
Mhm.
shit get a little warm, you
Oh
need
yeah,
to
it
drink
needs
that
to be
shit
cold.
Yeah, you need to have it cold.
Yeah.
But some people, I never do it because I don't know why I can't. Some people put ice in their milk. I can't. I can't do it. It's so weird.
They'll put ice.
You know,
It's
if
gonna
you
get
drink it
watery.
fast enough, it's not gonna melt. Like,
Yeah, but then what's if I drink it fast enough? It should be cold.
Yeah,
That's
true.
I don't need the ice then.
I mean, yeah.
Do you put
I
ice
don't,
in your milk? You trying to defend it?
No, I don't do it, but like I don't. I drink
don't
my
see
milk
the
fast.
problem.
No,
No.
the only time I drink like warmish milk is if I get Oreos and milk. We talked about my love of that before. Like by the time I'm done with it, it's
Yeah.
a little. But I'll
Like you're not gonna
drink it
waste the milk.
still. I'll drink it.
That would
and
be a time to put an ice cube in it, because like.
again, we've talked about this on.
There,
way
I
earlier
might be inclined to agree with you if you're dipping. Keep it cold, but yeah, if I'm
cookie's
drinking it,
sake.
I can't put ice cubes in it.
Well, we've talked about this before. I don't actually dip too much. Like I'll put a cookie in my mouth, eat it,
and then drink.
and then drink. So I'll cruise through a cup pretty quick, anyways. We talked about this.
Yeah, we did talk about this because I told you
On,
how
like,
I would go
a
swimming for that cookie
yeah.
that drops.
On like a second fucking podcast. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember that. There was a TikTok the other day I saw. It was you've probably seen it, Alex, the Mickey Mouse one.
I
Where the
don't
guy,
shit up, bro.
you never seen like with the guy that does like the Mickey Mouse voices? You never.
Nope.
it was older.
I've seen other people post them. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll just be talking to me. He's like, hey, "What's up, guy?" Like, but anyway, this person just holds this cookie like down in the milk, and he's not letting go, and he's like, "Hey, bud, you gonna take that cookie out?" he starts freaking out, and then like as soon as the guy like goes to lift it, just drops.
It breaks.
Yeah, TikTok's a wild thing. There's a person that Storm watches all the time. He's just like, "Hey, buds." He's like, "Let's watch a movie and cook some dinner." He's like this calming voice.
Yeah, I know exactly who you mean. He cooks like
he's
stuff on a fire and stuff.
He's like super popular right now.
Yeah, he'll make stuff. I just watched one. He played GoldenEye 007 while making like mac and cheese.
When I saw the one Storm showed me, he watched Tombstone and made some shrimp taco or something. He's like, "Hey, bud." He's got like this big mustache.
Yeah, he's like this like mountain man that has like this soothing, calming voice, and he makes like he'll like have these whatever recipes, and he has this like little kettle pot that he puts over the fire, and like he'll make his coffee over it and stuff.
People get crazy for the wild thing.
I
have another subject, but I'll bring it up next time because we're running out of time here.
Yeah.
So
That
I will
sounds
bring
good.
it up next time.
I had one too. We kept it going pretty well, so I can save
Yeah.
it. I'd rather all of us be here for it anyway. So
It's a good episode. I like, even though I would love Vern to be on here, for some reason there's times whenever there's one person missing, it's just three of us, that we're able to go through a whole podcast without really talking about anything in a way. We're just kind of just riffing off of certain things. We're not really having we had a couple topics, but other than that, we really just kind of was,
The dynamic.
Yeah. It was very natural.
The triangle
it was very
is
natural podcast.
The strongest shape.
I am not gonna lie. I was kind of when you guys were doing I was looking at the Comic-Con guests for last year, or not last year, but the year before last year, and then looking at the ones this year, and I'm like, I'm getting kind of ripped off.
Oh, is it that bad?
I mean, the only notable guest right now they have is Hayden Christensen, I think. Or
Hey, that's dope.
Oh, really?
yeah, I know. Like that's not a bad one, but like last year they had Bill Nye. Like, well, I guess
You're the
Neil
only
deGrasse
person
Tyson's
excited
going to
about
be
that.
there for his
That's dope.
podcast, but I'm not going to be there that day. So he's going to
And
be
there's
there.
probably some sweet.
Yeah, I
ass
didn't know you
people
guys were going to that. That's
that
cool,
Evan
though.
doesn't even know
you
who
didn't
they
see
are.
that?
Well, I saw that you posted it that day, but I didn't know you guys were planning on going
dude,
there.
straight up. I'd messaged Brittany and I was like, Comic-Con is the weekend we're in New York. Which day are we going? And she's like, we could go Sunday. And I bought the
Bro,
tickets.
are these like the 6 guests that are going to be there?
I know, right? Like,
You are getting rich, man.
I mean, I'm sure there'll be more, but
I'm sure they'll figure it out. Yeah.
I mean, they do have panels. Like, there's a Viz Media panel and everything. So I'm I'm sure they're there, but they're
Jeez.
just not including them in like the guests. But I don't
I mean,
know.
you'll still see all the booths and
I
all the
know.
shit, like all the
It
cool
really, the
shit.
tickets were only like $90. It wasn't that bad. So I don't know what
Yeah,
you guys paid.
more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went
I
for
was-
like the whole weekend too.
Yeah.
Oh, did you pay for like multiple days?
Yeah,
we went all
there a
3.
few
We
days.
Oh,
the one year we went like the one day, I think, didn't we? And then the other we went for like all 4 days.
We
Oh
got
my
a
God.
because you get the Thursday, which is like the press day. If you get like the VIP day,
We went to like the VIP day and everything.
I'll tell you the truth, Evan, especially because you're only going one day. There are so many booths and swag. You're not even gonna have time to see any of these guests because to see the guests takes so much time.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
gotta stand in
sit
line
in
and wait.
line.
Yeah. Like,
Honestly, you're just gonna be seeing so much like panels, swag, and things to buy. Like,
which is
there's
fine
so
by me.
much
That's
shit.
what I want. Like, I just kind of want
Yeah.
to be surrounded by
People
the
in
culture and stuff.
costume. That's like one of the best part. Like all
Yeah,
the people
don't-
in costume.
Yeah, we're
Don't
going
even
the
worry
last
about
day, so it's probably going to be dying down, which is kind of nice. Like, less people, the better, especially
Yeah.
being in New York City.
We'll
But,
see
like,
all the cool booths.
dude, like where
Yeah.
the convention is. So like we stay right across the river in New York City, and we get off. We just take the ferry over instead of like taking a bus around, and then the ferry comes like right out at 35th Street, and then we just walk to Times Square. It's only like 20 streets up. But
you
this
should
place-
record some of the shit you're doing.
Oh, I'll
Yeah,
record
man.
everything.
Because I'm gonna record. Because I'm going to the horror convention
Mm-hmm.
in September. You go to Comic Con in October, so that'd be cool.
That's what actually when you mentioned that, that's what I was like. I'm gonna look and see if they have any new.
I'm
guests."
super excited,
So-
and they're still announcing some guests.
Yeah, and
that
they
are
will
going
too
there.
for you, Evan.
that's
They'll
what I
announce.
figured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
But don't worry
excited,
about
man.
it. You won't even see like to see him passing's cool, but you won't see him.
Do you guys
You'll be
want
s-
a autograph of Anakin Skywalker? 'Cause I'll
Dude,
get
I will
some.
fucking take an autograph, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like if you offer me one, yeah. Fuck yeah. I don't hate Hayden Christensen that much.
Ah,
Man.
He's coming out with a new show, man. He's in
Yeah,
the new
he's gonna be
Star
Darth
Wars show.
Vader.
yeah,
isn't he?
Yeah,
he's
well,
an
I think he's gonna be,
Obi-Wan or whatever.
he's gonna be Anakin in it because it's a little earlier.
Yeah.
But all right,
Okay. Yeah.
let's wrap
That
this up.
that's a good place to wrap it up. So, but yeah,
Wrap it up.
Thanks for thanks for watching, everyone. As always, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Again, just check out what we're doing. We're grateful for anyone who listens in and watches us. So, thanks for all your support, and see you next time.
See you.
Bye.